G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Bloodied 10mm submachine gun with bullets exploding for area damage. So in terms of a 2-star 10mm sub, this is kind of the best you can get in terms of raw damage output. If you've got a build set up right, this thing will do more than enough damage to take out whatever you need. But damage output is kind of not what I'm testing here. I mean, yes, first and foremost, but there's another thing that I want to take a look at, and that is the AP usage of this thing. Obviously, there's no optics section here, so you can't change this iron sight here, which, by the way, is still stupid, by the way. You've got this rear sight there, but no front post to line it up on, so where exactly are you getting your point of reference to aim? But that nonsense aside, this thing does have a high rate of fire, and without those reflex sights, it's not entirely efficient on AP. So with the extra AP that we gain out of unyielding armor at Nerd Rage Threshold, which I usually take my bloody weapons to, hopefully we can get a little bit more use out of this thing in VATS. And if we can't, well, guess what? I think Concentrated Fire is coming off, and Tank Killer will be coming on. So we're getting 50 damage out of this thing stock. No perks, no adrenal reaction, no health drop, 100% health. Hardened receiver, stabilized long barrel and grip just to reel in that recoil a little bit, because this thing, it kicks quite hard. It's interesting. And the piercing magazine for armor penetration purposes. Let's get this thing perked up, shall we? So Concentrated Fire and Ground Pounder is what I'm going to go with, since I really don't like aiming down sights with this weapon, because one, the iron sights are dumb, and two, the thing sort of bounces around in your face and makes iron sight aiming a little bit of a pain, so I'd rather not do that. And of course, moving over to intelligence for demo expert and giving ourselves serendipity as usual in luck, and of course bloody mess to boost that damage even more. No Mr. Sandman in our agility tree, as we don't have a suppressor, so we've got 2 points of evasive too, and Gunfu has made a triumphant return on our stealth commando because it is an awesome perk. Depending on how that goes, I might swap out Gunfu for evasive 3 for more defensive if that seems to suck with this thing, but with all of those things equipped, 102 damage when compared to this thing doing 92, so we're only getting 10 more damage out of this thing, and that is with the explosive bullet, so you know, doesn't look too good, but that the differential will be more apparent when we get ourselves under Nerd Rage, so let's do that. Alrighty, so check out that health bar. We're sitting just below Nerd Rage Threshold. Honestly, we could probably have that up a couple of points. We're only at 44 hit points, but regardless of that, 316 damage next to the 285 that we get from our non-explosive Bloodied handmade, which is pretty solid. And don't forget, this thing's got that high rate of fire, so this is only telling half of the story. That's per shot, I think. You know, the DPS would be much higher if the thing was dynamic and switched like New Vegas, I reckon. Alrighty, so here we are, and what a beautiful day it is. I can't remember the last time I actually rocked up to this place and it was nice and daylight. Unfortunately for Winter, she's in the Grognat costume, so we've got to get her out of that sunlight, otherwise she'll get bloody sunburnt. So, here are my unyielding bits of armor. Ooh, yes, very nice. And, of course, my buffs. Let's get started, eh? And I'm going to try to sneak this as well as I can, but, ooh, okay. Oh, yes, this rate of fire. See, the problem with the Bloodied explosive Western revolver we had yesterday is it just didn't have the fire to back itself, the rate of fire to back itself. And if I got myself into a legendary server, okay, I'm not sneaking now. I should probably do that. Of course, the survivability perks from Serendipity help as well. So let's not forget to, you know, acknowledge that as contributing factor to why I might be surviving this. Alright, so, okay, maybe I'm misremembering using the 10mm SMG because it's a lot better than I actually do remember, although this is a Bloodied explosive one, so 431 damage. You know, not whacking the Bloodied explosive handmade out of the water by any means, per shot at least, but it's still doing pretty well. Alright, let's come around here and see if we can kill some more of these fools, eh? And then we lag. We popped all the way back here. Now that's a bug that generally happens with the what's it called? The harpoon gun. I've never had that happen before, so a little bit of a lag spike there. Not going to be a problem taking out these guys here, is it? It's just going to be super easy. Also, I missed a dude. Wait, what? I thought I shot this guy. Oh, wait, he was up there. Okay, that was just poor perception on my part. It's been a long day, alright? Leave me alone. Apparently, he's had a long day too, because he just kind of fell asleep whilst he was looking for me. And, okay, yeah, this is definitely better. It's very good. Oh my god, I was wondering where I got that 100 pre-war money from. That's a lot of cloth, thank you. Okay, so apparently the server I was in, the Super Mutants didn't show up. So what I'm going to do now is kill some ghoulies. We'll see how that goes, right? No suppressors. Ah, it's a sleeper. That's annoying. Alright, mate. Hopefully you don't give me radworms. Oh wait, I forgot going through this door breaks their pathing. Okay, it looks like I found my tactic against you. And remember, always, always, always hit the sleepers and vats because... I mean, you can try to hit it. Maybe explosive bullets are different, but trying to hit these guys outside of vats with non-explosive weapons, it's a pain. You can barely hit them because I don't think their hitboxes where it actually is from your viewpoint, so, you know, that's something. Apparently these guys aren't too keen on getting up, which we'll use to our advantage. We are still in danger at this point. We're just going to slowly do this. There's no need to rush in. We need to be a little bit cautious with our bloodied explosive weapons. Like... I think that was my problem with the Bloodied Explosive Western Revolver. I was just trying to go too aggressive with it, trying to push it too hard, and then a random ghoul just teleports in my face and almost fucking wrecks me. But that's okay, because we can just fucking, how's that quote go? Dodge, dip, duck, and dive and dodge. That's it. Ugh. Alright. We'll keep on going. Let's just forget that Freudian slip even happened, right? Remember Freud? You probably don't remember Freud because he's an old fucker at this point, but still, he was a weirdo. Can't believe he was like the dude who said what goes in psychology. I mean, if you ever learnt about the stuff he did, you just think, wow, what a mad bastard. Anyways, regardless of that drivel, I think we're doing quite well with this. We're about a bee's dick of a health bar away from dying, but as long as we can keep them off us with our superior rate of fire and damage, not that the superior rate of fire is meaning anything right now, but at least with quick follow-up shots I'm good. I'm glad that ghoul did notice me, by the way. That was helpful. Hopefully that's a 3-star. Yes, excellent. I thought that was a sleeper for a second, so alright. And it looks like we're done, yes. Alright, so in terms of crowd control situations, you can sort of kill all these guys without them really, you know, getting the drop on you, which is nice, and bless your little cotton socks, Roma. Alrighty, we are done with this place. Let's just... What was that? Was it a vertibird? Wow, really, they're casting a shadow all the way down here. And people wonder why it lags all the time. Do you really need that shadow? But anyways, regardless of that, that was... it in crowd control situations. Almost got killed there, but we pulled through well, and I forgot we're wearing a Grognat costume. That work doesn't really it doesn't really work with winter, does it? No. Alrighty, we'll see how we go against one. We'll just crit spam and watch our AP bar go down. Oh, that's much more tolerable. I was watching the AP bar and didn't really catch sight of the health bar, but that's okay. You can rewind the video and watch both at your leisure because technology and we're not live, so that's nice, right? Alright, let's keep up this momentum against the crabbies, shall we? There we go, there's a bit of gun fill action there. We'll keep it going for as long as we can. Man, I'm just liking throwing them around. Maybe I should just pull the trigger and get over it and get it over and done with. Take that, Radroach. I'm glad we took him out. He was easily the most dangerous creature on the map. And looks like that one's done with. Let's see if we can't wake up the queen with loud bullets. Okay. She demands a plasma grenade as sacrifice. She was right on it this time. Crit spam time. And completely destroyed. So we're getting less than 1,000 damage per those headshots, maybe like 860 damage with those criticals, which is more than enough for this sort of thing. And even against the queen, where it's, you're only doing 30% of that damage, I mean, if you're hitting the queen for over 100, that's significant damage against it, because I think she's got over like about 32k health, and if you're hitting her for 100, I mean, you're gonna need a lot of ammo still, but at least you're doing something rather than hitting her for like 1 or 2 hit points at a time, which I think a lot of people do. And I don't know who this support guy is, but no crabs for him. I don't think he wants to kill the crabs. I think he wants to flex his power armor on me. Isn't that nice? It's Hellfire power armor. And it's even got little flamey paints, so it's like, it's cool law-breaking goodness. Alrighty, so here we are again at the Train Yard Smash, and it looks like it's going to be the Bug Bash version of a Train Yard Smash. Just lots of lots of violent happenings around here. So it's going to be mosquitoes and wasps, and hopefully we won't have too much trouble. Now, one of my unyielding bits is actually poison resistance, so you know that's nice. Not being killed with poison DOT is actually a kind of a nice thing. Where you going, mate? Come back here. It's a little bit foggy and my vision's not as good as it usually is. Fortunately, VATS will help me scope things out like usual. That was a nice backflip of you. See, I couldn't even see that one there without VATS. Maybe I need to tilt the screen a little bit. That really doesn't help at all. Anyways, so it should be the last couple of dudes left in here. And what did I get? Did I get sludge lung? That'd be bad. I didn't actually see what I got. But there is no one in here. So, yep, we're done this time for good. Alright, let's try some of this stuff again. This time I want to get the ghouls running for me all throughout here. So we'll just aggro a lot of them, hopefully. And we can hose them down as they come out of this room, hopefully. Let's see if we can't get a response out of them. Thank you, Ground Pounder, for making that reload nice and nippy. As I do a reload when I really shouldn't, by the way. What else have we got in here? Okay, looks like the whole team's here. It started from the bottom and all the teams here now. Hopefully there's no sleepers about because that'll throw off my aim a little bit. Okay, looks like we've got some sort of response out of these ghoulies. Yep. They're only walking though. They're taking it kind of easy today, and for some reason they're not liking piling out the door like they usually do, unfortunately. But that's okay. Oh, it's because they saw a radroach. Everyone was going to kill the radroach, so they were having difficulty pathing around the corners there. But now they're coming out in force. 7 will go for a quick reload. Why not? I'm glad Winter can keep track of exactly how many bullets she's fired, because, you know, that's totally realistic. Ah, there's too many in here. And then I healed off despite being hit. That was good. Serendipity didn't even happen. Whatever, I'm going to accept that. Alrighty, now we've got a good response out of these ghoulies. This is what we want. A little bit of action, a little bit of crowd control where we kill them all at once rather than just, you know, going through the rooms and cleaning them out, you know, one by one. But yeah, there you go. And that's something I got earlier, actually, Wayless, and it also is action point refresh. So if you're doing like a chameleon mutation build, that's not actually that bad. Okay, hopefully that was a little bit more satisfying. Alrighty, so I think I've gotten a full spawn at this place at this point. It has taken some time, but honestly, it's time well spent if I'm gonna get a full friggin' spawn here. Something that I'm going to love is if we get private servers and we can just sidestep all this other player taking my spawns nonsense. But let's not look to the future, let's look to the here and now. And in the here and now, what we're doing is going to be slaughtering a bunch of super mutants. So far, so good. The thing actually works without a suppressor pretty well, as long as you can get those kills very, very quickly. For some reason, some of these mutants haven't spawned in this room. They might be hidden as ash or goo piles somewhere. There they are. Okay, so this bug has shown it's reared its ugly head once again. I'm going to have less spawns in this place now because some guy decided to take a laser gun, or definitely a laser gun in this case, into this place, and then he disintegrated a few, and bad place to get staggered there. And then what happened was they were disintegrated, and because they are disintegrated, they don't respawn for some reason. They're just a lot more permanent in the server than regular meat piles when you kill a dude. See, there's a goo pile right there, so a potential spawn again that I've missed, probably this fella in here. And one of the doggos, or one of the ash piles was marked as a doggo, so again, that's another one I'm missing out on. 2 in here at least, and we'll just back away from these guys. He's got heat coming off that minigun. You know, a player was in here before and he was shooting at him. He said he got me, but he only had a board, so that really worked well for you, didn't it, mate? Alright, let's see if we can't pull a few spawns from here. Him? No. Okay. I like this bug, Bethesda. I really enjoy having a bug where it takes away the spawns of my game, so I can't show off a weapon properly because I'm not getting as many spawns. And here's where that super mutant overlord is. I call him Mad Max, but now he's just a puddle of fucking goo. And I saw another one. He's the only one in here which is actually able to spawn. So whoever used the Gatling plasma or plasma gun to clear out this place, basically, fuck you. Please don't, guys. Like, even if you've got a badass legacy plasma gun, don't fucking bother, because you're just ruining it for everyone else. Like, what is the point? You get much better damage out of an LMG anyway, out of a minigun. They're only running on 5mm, so you can just use the 2 perks in ballistic ammo saving if you want to carry around copious amounts of ammo. Let me just slip past you, mate. There we go. Too quick for you, aren't I? Yes. Alright. So now we're in a pretty shit spot because we're kind of getting cornered here and they're not sort of coming around the corners, or they're sitting directly where if I peeked the corner I'd be right in their face, and I can't do that. I can't be in their faces with a bloodied explosive thing. That's just not how it's going to go down. Fortunately, they are still confined to their stupid, dumb AI, you know, programming and coding, and so they're easy enough to outsmart. It's just getting away from them when you're running around at high speed is when it gives you a little bit of a problem there. Fortunately, Serendipity hasn't let us down at all during this little bit of conflict. We are still in danger and nothing's showing up on the map. So alright, we'll see about that, mate. We'll see how weak a human is. Yeah, they probably would have survived less of that bullets than you, so I guess you got a point there. Alright, so a little bit of a truncated spawning with these super mutants, but I got most of them. Bethesda, fix this shit, alright? I don't want other players screwing me over indirectly here. That's annoying. Okay, time for a little bit of shroom zombie hunting, eh? So we've got a disease scorch beast over there. We'll see if we can't capture his aggro, or maybe we can just focus on what's close. Now, since this thing is loud and proud, we're already in caution, so let's just go full ham against that scorch beast there, and killed him nice and easily. And whilst we're luring that one a little bit closer, hopefully we don't get spoiled, because I do enjoy having my sneak attack criticals at my disposal. Oi! Surely that's got to aggro you, right? Come on, gotta have something to kill. Don't want to lose adrenaline. I really don't know what these Scorch Beasts are doing. Usually they'd elicit more of a response. Maybe the Western Revolver is a lot louder than this, because they're a lot more fucking keen to kill me using that thing, that's for sure. And here come the explosions. That's okay, Serendipity has our back, and my lousy aim doesn't, but they're sort of made up for itself. There's some more gun zombies, or in this case punching zombies. Don't underestimate the guys that punch you. They will fuck you up. They will fuck you up. If you don't have Serendipity proc on one of those things, you will die very, very quickly. Alright, so this Scorch Beast is sort of bumming around here, so come on, over here, mate. I don't like this. Oh, he's got cowardly AI. Is that what's happening? Alright, you're a little bit closer now. Probably going to get the blight from that, but still, nice little kill on you. And now we get to run over, see if we can't spawn kill that one, that big boy level 80 who's yet to, you know, show up. And here we go. Go back down from where you came from, you disgusting bat. Out of here. Out of this house. Out of this house. Wham! JonTron reference. Anyways, so there you have it. That was the Bloodied Explosive 2-star. You know, this thing could be better if it had... Wait, hang on. Wayless would make it better because it's already light enough. That's something good about the 10mm. If it had a suppressor on there, and a big old shush tube and a reflex sight, this thing would be probably a perfect weapon, to be honest. But unfortunately, it has got a few limitations, but that rate of fire definitely does make it up. So if you'd like to see this thing in your game, you better start shoving Scrip in Murmur's face, or you could trade for it, and you know, there's a couple of things you could do to get this thing. Use your God-given intuition to find out what the best cause is. Take a look at your Scrip count, get farming, just... There's a whole lot of ways. I shouldn't have to explain this shit by now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Oh no, Winter's all sunburnt now.